what is defect life cycle, right? Now, whenever there will be a defect, there will be a process to follow it, right? To basically make sure that it follows the right steps and phases so that it is addressed properly in the project, right? So defect life cycle is nothing but a cycle of process of defect from which it goes through, covering the different states in its entire life, right? So when the defect is open, it is new, then it's moved to the developer to be fixed. That's a different state. Then they fix it, assign it to tester, then tester tests it. If everything is working as expected, tester will then close it, right? So this is brief life cycle or defect life cycle, or a process that needs to be defined in any project for managing the defect, right? So defect life cycle is nothing but a cycle or a process that a particular defect or the defects in a particular project are going to follow, so that there is a systematic way to manage those defects, right? Now imagine if you have a defect, okay, and you don't have the process to follow those. So if a defect has been raised and somebody just stood up and dropped an email that this is a defect, right? So is it effective to track that particular defect over the email, right? Then that email is forwarded to the developer to be fixed, then he'll forward, or if say for example they are not able to follow it up, it got missed. That is a big nightmare. And if say for example hundreds of defects are being raised in the email using the email chain, it is very, very bad practice, right? So that is where defect management comes in picture, and defect life cycle helps. There is a specific tool, or in the tool itself, in say for example Jira you are using, within there you can basically filter out all the defects, and then there is a specific cycle or process that is being defined to manage those defects, and who is working on those defects. They can be assigned, they can be reassigned. What is the status of those defects? There will be filters that you can use to filter out, and also see what all defects have been raised, how many defects are there, in which state they are, whether they have been addressed or not. So that is what all is being provided when you follow the defect life cycle, right? So defect life cycle is nothing but a process or a cycle which is followed by the defects in a particular project, right? And defect life cycle will start as soon as the new defect is found by the tester, and it is also known as bug life cycle, right? So defect and bug are used interchangeably. There is a minor defect, but they are used interchangeably, so it is also known as bug life cycle.